From the capital city of Charleston, West Virginia, this is Inside West Virginia Politics with Mark Curtis. Inside West Virginia Politics is brought to you by AARP West Virginia, your ally for real possibilities in the Mountain State.
Good Sunday morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Inside West Virginia Politics. We're going to be talking about the Affordable Care Act today, otherwise known as Obamacare. And joining me right now is Gary Zuckett. He's with West Virginia Citizens Action. Great to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
I know you're a frequent viewer of the show. We were talking one day, and I said, hey, I got to have you on as a guest one of these days.
Yeah.
And so here you are. And the opportunity is to discuss the Affordable Care Act, which is being taken up in the courts. The 5th District Court of Appeals down in Louisiana heard a case last week regarding it. What is your concern with what might happen to what most people refer to as Obamacare?
Well, this court suit that's making its way through the federal courts, as you mentioned, I think it has the potential to do a lot of damage here in West Virginia, to take away people's health care coverage. I know the Attorney General has signed us onto this lawsuit, assigned West Virginia onto this federal lawsuit to say that the Affordable Care Act is unconstitutional, and I think that's the wrong way to go, because 160,000 people in West Virginia approximately are enrolled in the Medicaid expansion of the Affordable Care Act alone. Just that one piece there affects so many people.
And so in your estimation, if the court rules against the Affordable Care Act, those folks will lose their health insurance coverage?
That Medicaid expansion will go away and they'll be left in the lurch.
All right, so we're talking 162,000 people in West Virginia. I believe in neighboring Ohio, it's 700 plus thousand. Kentucky has over 300,000. Obviously, it affects all the states in our viewing area, Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Virginia as well. Would you be more comfortable if there was a legislative fix for this? Obviously, there's some problems with Obamacare, the high premiums increasing, deductibles, copays, other things that have been troublesome all along. If Congress had a fix to put into place, let's assume the court overturns this, the next day, where they could vote on it and get it passed and cover the people with pre-existing conditions. Are you concerned that there's no safety net there?
Absolutely. It took 2 or 3 years to pass the Affordable Care Act. There's nothing, to my knowledge, in process in Congress that could replace this if it would be found unconstitutional in the courts. And the Attorney General keeps saying that, oh, well, we'll fix pre-existing conditions. But pre-existing conditions is just a little piece of the pie when you look at the whole amount of coverage that would be lost under the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah, I've asked him that as well, because he states that, and there are, I believe, 20 states in total. The attorneys general have joined in on this lawsuit, which was started by the state of Texas, and they insist that there will be coverage for pre-existing conditions. But then I ask, well, where's the legislative fix? Where's the bill in the hopper that would guarantee that should the courts overturn it? And of course, the legislation isn't there yet. They're going on a promise, I think.
Yeah, it's like trust us. This is retail politics, and I keep thinking about if you break it, you own it, you buy it. So I think this is almost a case of be careful what you ask for. If this goes away, a lot of people will be hurting in West Virginia and all across the country, and it'll be right on the doorsteps of the Republican Party, because they're the ones that have been pushing for this to go away without anything to replace it.
What do you think Congress would do to fix this? I mean, obviously, you told me the other day this law is not perfect. It needs some fixes. What needs to be addressed in this to make it a better health insurance plan for all Americans?
Well, prescription drug costs, for sure. We pay the highest prescription drug costs of any country in the world. Our Medicare system is not allowed to negotiate to lower drug prices with the drug companies like our VA system is allowed to do. I mean, what's the sense in that? But getting back to costs or effects of the Affordable Care Act going away, even coal miners and coal miners' widows would be affected if this law goes away because of the Byrd Amendment. That was a last-minute amendment that our favorite Senator Robert Byrd had put in the Affordable Care Act that makes it easier for black lung victims to get the benefits that they deserve, and that helps keep widows on the program when their husbands pass away.
All right. Well, we're going to keep an eye on this issue. We're waiting for the decision probably in September from the Court of Appeals, and we're anticipating this will go to the U.S. Supreme Court. So we'll keep an eye on the Obamacare Affordable Care Act issue. I want to thank Gary Zuckett from West Virginia Citizens Action. Great to have you on the show, Gary.
Very good.
We're going to have more of Inside West Virginia Politics after this break. Stay with us.